It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on George Kittle. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the 49ers and the Cardinals, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. As CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Niners, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Lance now to throw. Rolling to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lance and company going on 4th down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. The Niners at 7-5 now on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. At the opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start with a give to counter, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Lance. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is it.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now, CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing him play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now Lance again. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Murray going to hold on to it once more. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more on that one and another first down. To throw is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Murray a give. This is Connor. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's going to look deep for Moore. Touchdown! Rondale Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. Now cut it to 3 at 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all of those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They juked him.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lance going to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Now Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start our tour.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
From the 29,
Lance. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Oh, man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go.
a handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Hey, check, Megan. Smash, smash. Yellow.
The slot man in motion right.
Strike, check, strike, check.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Here we go. 52.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive will start with Connor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Murray going to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
On 1st and 10 is counter.
Down to the 42, second down.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
And Lance's throw caught by Gray.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Red, yellow. Black, red. White, blue. Steel, black. White, white. Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So turnover. Will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Murray now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 37 yards. And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense. Shop. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Murray now to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
2nd and 8.
To throw is Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Check right. Ultra. Cut.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. This defense, Charles,
Just sense it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 41. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Out of the gun, here's Murray. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now Murray again. This will be caught once again by Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 48 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Down inside the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Lance back to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Murray, one final try. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on